Hi everyone, welcome back to our coverage of UKGE 2025. We're back here at the Paverson Games stand. We're here with Dave. Dave, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing well, thank you so much.
Welcome back to the show, mate.
Thank you.
And we're in a new location this year.
Yeah, new location. Kind of crazy being up on the top floor. I'm always down below.
Yeah.
But it's good. I mean, I found a lot of people saying that it's really nice to have everything on one floor. It can flow.
Yeah.
Someone even said because everything's mixed up, it feels like a new show that you don't just go to your specific spots.
Oh, yeah.
You explore around. So that's kind of fun. We're meeting lots of new people as well.
Yeah. You've had a great weekend.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal. We have a great location, a great big booth, lots of room to be able to have 4 different games being played on pretty big tables because our games take up a lot of space.
Sure do.
So we have that, and now that we have Luthier out as well, we're able to offer that to our fans too. So it's been really fun.
I know we've talked about Luthier in the past, but let's just go through it again quickly for people.
Yeah. So, of course, Luthier, we have been shown for the last couple years. First, it was kind of like a PowerPoint, no art, no nothing, just play testing. Last year, looks kind of close to this, and now it's finally finished with production. This is a medium plus weight game. Hidden bidding, worker placement is kind of the key mechanic, where each of your family members has some sort of maybe different skill level, but only I know when I place it out on the board what it is. If it's a 3, you don't. And so we're placing them out on the board, and when we go to reveal them, we're gonna lay them out in order, but then if one is a higher number, it's gonna jump to the front and they're gonna get priority at that location. Of course, this is about the golden age of classical music, crafting instruments for famous patrons. I did a lot of work in working with a musicologist to make sure everything's authentic. Vincent Dutrait has done all the art as well on this. And we really wanted to make this a special piece that felt like it was something that could be on your top shelf with lots of deluxe components, or even many people look at the standard game and say, oh, that's standard? I thought that was deluxe, because we really want to take that seriously too.
Oh yeah. And of course the batons are back out this year as well.
Oh, of course. Yeah, so now we've got a Paverson branded, I don't know if you can see that, Paverson branded baton. So people can get that as well. But for those that don't want to splurge for that, we of course include a cardboard baton as well in the box. So everybody gets to be a conductor for their orchestra.
But of course the big thing you're showing off this year, the thing that's coming to Kickstarter soon, is the expansion for Distilled.
Yeah.
That you co-designed with Richard Woods.
That's right. So Richard Woods, my good friend and also developer for all of our games, we've decided to kind of co-design this big expansion to Distilled. We're calling it Cocktails. Of course, you're going to be mixing some cocktails in it as well, but there's lots of other mechanics also. So let me walk you over here. We can take a look at that.
Yep.
We've got an awesome little setup here to kind of show off our little bar. Of course, we can't necessarily have drinks of our own here, but we kind of can try and pretend. Even though it's not going to be this big a box deep-wise, it's still going to be a pretty hefty box. We are taking the same attitude we did with base Distilled, and in this case, we're packing 1.5 to 2 times the amount of game that should be in a box into the expansion as well. This includes us creating a new element that is called Cocktails, which means players are going to get to, in a new market row, purchase different cocktail recipes to create, while they're also going to collect these mixers, which is what some of those icons you see at the bottom. Using the spirits they craft in their distillery, combined with the mixers, they're going to be able to make these custom cocktails. It will spread renown around the world. So we have a new special map that players are going to be moving around the world. And you can see it played right here, where essentially players are placing discs out across the board. They're spreading their fame while getting bonuses as well. Now, Cocktails isn't the only thing we're doing here. We're also opening up a second washback. So now players, a big request was that they always wanted to be able to make a second spirit in a round, so they can do that as well.
Yeah.
And finally, another major element to this is the collectors. In this game, you can create prestigious spirits that you would then have a collector be attracted to and want to purchase from you, giving you some sort of token to put on your board that's going to give you some end game bonuses that allow you to kind of go in a certain strategy down the rest of the game. So we're really trying to combine actually 2 or 3 different very different mechanical strategies into the game in hopes that each player is going to find their own path as opposed to everyone going down the same path.
What does the expansion do to the weighting of the game?
Good question. We like to say Distilled's right around the 3 for the weight. I think this is going to bring it up to about a 3.25 just because of all the different choices. It's not going to get too heavy. It is going to fill your table big time, right? So Distilled was already a big game, and we've tried as best as we can to be able to make this something that still will fit on like a dining room table that you have. But it is still going to be that big game since it does play up to 5 players as well.
When is the Kickstarter looking at being launched?
We are hoping the Kickstarter is going to be launching sometime in August or September.
Okay.
And of course, we'll have lots of hope to have lots of Distilled fans come and back the game. We'll have the offer of being able to just have a box, a cocktails box.
Yep.
We are also going to do a big collector's box to be able to put everything from Distilled and cocktails into that. We're even going to do fun things like having our own martini cocktail shaker.
Nice.
So there's going to be lots of fun things that we're going to try and enter into the game too.
That's going to be great.
Yeah.
Cool. Have you nailed pricing down yet, or is that still?
That's still up in the air a little bit, but I'm trying to shoot for something around the $40 US dollar mark.
Yeah.
Again, it is going to be a pretty beefy expansion.
Yeah.
It might even be up a little bit more than that because I might still, just like with Distilled, try and include custom trays even in the base game that you buy off the shelf.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Awesome. Anything else in the pipeline you can fill us in on?
Yeah, if you want to follow me this way.
Oh yes.
So we've got 2 other games in the pipeline. One game is called Class of '89. This is the first game we're going to publish by another designer. I've started to sign other designers as well. Class of '89 is a game designed by Corey Jordan. There's just a banner right there. You can kind of see, get a feel for Class of '89. We've been having that out all expo, showing that. But today we put it away because we have another game I'll show you in a second. And it's gotten really, really great feedback. Not much art on it yet, but gameplay is almost there. Some really interesting, you set in the 80s high school in America. You're on a yearbook staff. You're going around taking pictures of students all around the high school, laying them out in your yearbook, trying to keep it in alphabetical order, but also you have these tokens you can give attributes to them. So maybe you make one kid the dorky kid and one kid the sporty kid. And we have objectives in the game where you have to try and get maybe the most of those together or whatever it might be. So some really interesting tile placement, adjacency bonus type of rules there.
Okay, cool.
That's going to go straight to retail. No crowdfunding.
Yep.
That's next year at the end of the year. And then the other game that we've got today that we're showing off, it's not even named yet. We just call it Project Americano. I name all my unannounced games after cocktails in alphabetical order, so that's the first one. This is a simultaneous worker placement game set in feudal Japan, where you are doing sustainable forestry. So you are sending your workers out to cut down trees, grow trees, study trees, all the while trying to build up castles as well as having stuff to offer the shogun at the end of the round.
Oh, okay.
So there's a little bit of interaction between the players at the start of the game where they go to Edo and do different things, then simultaneously all working head down on your own board, and at the end going back to Edo again to fulfill some of the demands of the shogun.
Oh, that sounds really cool. Awesome. Well, Dave, it's always a pleasure to chat to you. I really love your games and what
thank
you're
you.
doing. It's some really great stuff, and I hope you continue to come to UKGE for many years to come.
I hope so too. I gotta say it, I'm not saying this because I'm talking to you right now, but it is my favorite convention. It really is. Gen Con's just madness. I mean, I love you, America, kind of, but Gen Con's madness. It's just nonstop craziness. Essen's kind of the same way in a different way. And I just like that I can see people that return. It's not too busy that I can't move around at all. You know, I can play games. I never usually get to do that either. So it's a lot of fun. I'm going to be coming back here for years to come if I can, for sure.
Right. All right, where can people go online to find more?
So they can find me at paversongames.com. And of course, they can find the Kickstarter campaign for cocktails. That pre-launch page is already up as well, so if they're interested in that as well.
Cool. Everything will be down below, everyone, so just scroll down to the description, you'll see it. And yeah, thanks again, mate. It's always a pleasure. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time.